And now, one final time for the boys.
Yeah, the young ninjas grouping up in the apartments. They want to deal the big Omen Academy a fast B play, and no one is here to receive it. It's a B retake round. You don't often see them.
No. On this map as well, more often to just see teams giving up that A site. Playing CT, playing ticket, stacking B. So this is quite a change of pace here for Big. Gonna be a weird one. Here they come.
Yeah, Lapex's position is nice. He jumped out window to get here. Now up close on Cat, and they even get prime taps up into ladder room. So now they've secured this little short side foothold. They're going to use it to try get back in, but you can see why people don't retake B, right? When you lose these avenues, mate, it's very, very rough to get back into, even with those kills presenting themselves. I don't think that's going to help. It will be young ninjas getting that pistol round.
Yeah, you could kind of guess the outcome from the setup alone, right? But you got to take risks, and Big, they do exactly that. It doesn't fall in their favor. Now expected to see a force by CT Mirage. You would never consider ecoing this. Very winnable round here for Big, and they've loved Mirage, man. It was their opening map of the tournament. Remember, they came in to this event with no officials played, barely 2 weeks of prac, and they shredded Na'Vi on this map on the opening matchup. Mainly their T side doing all of the work. We'll have to see that later for Big. Right now, the young ninjas control the pace out to middle with a smoke, but they will just be faking it out, double nading Con, and they leave, going to B.
Oh, I've seen this before.
What?
This call from Big Omen Academy, Hugo.
Oh, the A stack.
Yeah.
Funny that. At least this time they have info at B. A bit of it.
Well, throughout multiple tales in history, Hugo, we've learned that it's slower and steadier you win the race.
Yeah. Well, it looks pretty steady. It started slow, now it's fast, now it's a rush. Have we got a full save? Lapex has realized that B's been lost.
Unicorn round?
Yeah, maybe.
Get your horny hats on.
Never took it off.
Be ready to nay. Because this is a unicorn round, it's happening. All 10 players about to stay alive. Yeah, unicorn round.
Yeah, it's the right call for Big. Like a lot of the time, you'll see basically this round, but like, oh, maybe they'll have 2B, they die instantly, and then the 3 guys with Deagles go, okay, I guess we save. But then it's just so poor because you've got 2 USPs, 3 D armors. At least for this, you just get to replay the round. You get to probably stack again somewhere and hope that the ninjas walk into it. Now, here's the mind game, Harry. Where do you stack? You've done 2 A stacks in a row. You've lost both rounds to B. Surely they wouldn't go B again.
Stack A, right? Definitely. Yeah. That's the obvious choice, Hugo.
What could go wrong?
Let's see. We just had a unicorn round, and I hear the horny horsies typing away in the server, Hugo. Would you ever own a horse? For some people, it is a dream. Bear that in mind before you say anything too disparaging.
I don't like horses. You know this. You've asked me this many times.
I didn't know
my history of horses. I've never owned a horse, but my sister had a horse.
Yeah.
And that's why I hate horses.
Yeah, fair.
Nothing redeeming.
I wouldn't mind having a horse. Like, what's the law on horses? Am I allowed to ride it wherever I want?
I think within reason. Yeah. I think the horse also decides where it rides. Like you're piloting
to a
it,
degree.
It's like a Tesla, mate. It's like, you know, you can steer the wheel,
Horses,
but really it can just take over and go down the motorway. You have no control.
Well, that is why I never understood. You know, Teslas, they look kind of cool. I've been in them. I've been in a Tesla. I don't want to brag. I don't want to flex.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And
they're nice when you're in them. But the thing I don't get, you know, self-driving was meant to be the big thing. Well, they can't do it. And horses can and have been around far longer.
Yeah.
They're actually an evolutionary step backwards from the car, and yet they have more features than the car itself.
Well, you know, they talk about cars in terms of horsepower. They don't talk about horses in terms of car power.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Horse 1, car 0, sure. Sure, I can get on board.
And
doesn't mean you need to buy a horse.
Well, it's like with cars, you're powering them with essentially like grandfather horse's dead body underground, right? Like
dinosaurs.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. But you know, horses, dinosaurs, only a few evolutionary steps down the chain.
Pretty close, really. Twice, second coven, twice.
Whereas with horses, you can just feed them milk or whatever it is that you give a horse.
Don't think it's milk.
I bet they wouldn't say no to a tall glass of milk.
I think they'd struggle fitting their big
hooves.
No, nose. I was going to say face. The long old horse face. I don't know, man. I don't know. If you want a horse, Harry, get a horse. But I would, as someone who has not, when I say owned a horse, you know, I've been around horses.
You've been around a horse owner.
Like my family owned horses.
Yeah,
I have nothing good to say. So what does that tell you?
But how? Okay, horses, plural.
One at a time, multiple horses over the years.
Over the years.
Probably 3 horses.
That's sick. I've never met another horse lover, if I'm being honest.
No, you still haven't. You're the only one. You're
the only horse lover.
Yeah. Something about buckets or height. I don't really know. I don't want to.
No, please don't take us down the right height.
You did
no
the other
bucket
day.
required.
Well, you just took us down that road, so here we are.
That's actually from a whole subsection of people. Now, those people really love horses.
Let's not even. They don't deserve the airtime, Harry. Neither do you, but nonetheless.
This all stemmed from the unicorn round, and we've just kind of been stuck on the horse topic.
Yeah.
Just horsing around, you know, having a great time.
Get it?
But guys, I want everyone to be very truthful now. Have you seen a unicorn before, or are they pretend?
If you've got to ask it, you'll never know.
Because, you know, there are some things that are real that I've never seen. That doesn't make them pretend just because I've never seen.
I think no one's seen a unicorn. That is enough.
Oh, you're speaking on behalf of the entire world and anyone that's ever been.
You come to me and you find a reasonable human being that has seen a unicorn. You come to me, Harry, and I'll apologize.
Because the thing, I've never seen. Let me just think. Like, I've never seen.
Yeah.
The International Space Station.
What, you've never looked up in the sky and seen it like floating around? You can. I've seen it.
I know you can you can see something, right?
Well, yeah.
That's not, how do you know that's the ISS?
There are apps that you hold it to the sky and it says,
yeah, but who makes the apps, Hugo? Big Pharma. That's who makes the apps.
All right, big space, man. Yeah, dude. Look, you're getting too red pill for my liking, Harry.
It is pretty red pilled, isn't it?
It's going too far.
Well, because, for me, it was when I saw the birds eaten from my bird feeder.
Yeah.
That I got red pill because those are my seeds, right?
No, those are.
And the birds didn't do anything
and
to
they're
earn
just helping
those
themselves.
seeds, and they're helping themselves.
How rude!
And that's wrong.
Yeah. Well, why'd you leave the seeds out in the first place? I've got to say, Harry. What were you expecting?
I was just it's on my property. I should be allowed to leave my seeds wherever I damn well please.
Well, sometimes, Harry, nature takes over. And
I don't ever like the phrase "my seeds." That's an awful one. But yeah, man. So horses are pretty great. They're like these 4-legged creatures, kind of like a more tame.
I know
zebra.
we've only seen 2 rounds, but I feel like we have more to talk about Counter-Strike-wise than this. We've just done 2 weeks of WePlay, Harry. We've just seen the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Hugo, I could talk about CS all day, but there comes a point where it feels like we're just rehashing the things we've said for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're right. Let's talk about unicorns. That's super original and super interesting, and something that everyone wants to know about. Really, I would just like to cast the game, but not only has Harry dropped the phone, but we've even dropped the ball, and we'll be waiting for a little reset on the server while we get everyone acclimatized, everyone back in. Harry, do you want to duck? How do you want to stand? You want to move back so that you fit in the frame better?
If you're climbing up any ladder in the game, use the combination of keys WD, WA. This method will speed up your climb significantly compared to just pressing W, even while shifting. In addition, there's a much smaller chance that your teammate will be stuck and will push your model, as it often happens while going to heaven on D nuke. This might be just the case while you're losing your A site from T rushes. Never repeat the orb, even if you want it so bad and he just missed the first shot. The accuracy for the second shot rises by 344%. If you don't have a flash and there isn't any option to flank the sniper, wait for a good timing so that the sniper might start second guessing himself.
Nope.
Evaluate your skill with clarity. Hold the scope where you will have time to react. Never leave a thin line for your cross, unless your name is simple. N-E-V-E-R. Never crouch peek with an orb, as you may be seen with the barrel sticking out. And by switching to the pistol in these scenarios, you give yourself an equal chance to react if your opponent is waiting for you by the corner. How to increase the visibility of the opponent on the wall background. During the round, the map is painted heavily. Blood spots, bullet decals, explosions and burn spots are staying on the surfaces of the map. These color spots can interfere with visuals on your opponent and may slow your reaction on the target. The solution lies in a simple bind that clears all surfaces. You need to type in the console R_clear decals, which is often bound to shift, control, or even your mouse buttons.
Check in. Has 3 left.
How to get along with stairs and ladders. Too easy. If you're climbing up any ladder in the game, use the combination of keys WD, WA. This method will speed up your climb significantly compared to just pressing W, even while shifting. In addition, there's a much smaller chance that your teammate will be stuck and will push your model, as it often happens while going to heaven on D-Nuke. This might be just the case while you're losing your A site from T-rushes.
We're right back where we left off in a empty Mirage, hanging out, having a good time. Now, we're still waiting to get everyone back in and get this all situated. But, you know, we want to hang out with you all. I don't know. I'm having a great time. I don't know if you guys are. I hope you are. I'm giving it all I got. Hugo. We've covered a pretty wide breadth of topics here.
Yes.
Yeah, already an interesting
bovine.
Bovine, yes.
Yes.
Very bovicular, I would say.
What farmyard animal is next, Harry? No, of course not. Let's set back up the match. I think we should be getting in the next couple
Yeah, that's
of
very
minutes.
much the vibe I'm getting.
Let's reset, let's relay, and let's replay what we've just seen. Well, it's obviously a couple of A stacks for Big. Young Ninjas on the T side. They've run into B both rounds, and we've had saves. Big should be running their second round force buy again. They kept 5 alive. Everyone did.
Yeah. It's still very early days, but we had a unicorn round in the second, which is where all 10 players stay alive. And so for the Big Omen Academy, they essentially get their force buy again in round number 3. That's where we are. That's where we left off. And that's where we're getting back into, is the countdown timer is in.
Woo.
We can all count down. But we're going to go to the big team speak.
Und da habe ich wieder die Smoke geshoppt.
Kommt mit Smoke.
Denk nur, wir werden behindert.
Con Flash.
Bitte aber nix rum. Noch einer hinter Boxen jetzt?
Ja, das ist ZDR, glaube ich.
Wirft was?
Ja. Aus Smokes.
Bin gemolligt, ich muss mich löschen.
Da ist einer.
Raus.
Tetris, eine Menge.
Flash aber Bank. Flash
Einer
Bank.
Bank durch schon.
Flash
Achtung.
Bank.
Kommt
Einer
einer
Palace.
rein wieder.
Einer Palace zurück.
Tetris frei, die schieben. Bären.
Bin ein bisschen alleine hier, Jungs.
Ja.
Wird's
Also lass die
nix.
zweite Welle machen.
Halt noch Window.
Hast du tief
Ich
B
hab
aus?
BFs, ja, ich hab BFs full.
Lass mal leise wieder rotieren.
Jo.
Nix BFs, nix BFs, nix BFs.
Nee, UG geflasht.
Nein, war BFs, aber ist nix hier. Smoke.
Topcon Smoke.
Mach laut, zieht die einmal.
Rampe raus, 2, 3.
2 raus schon.
Einer noch Scout-Tag.
Gleich vor dich, Luca, Palace einer. Top,
Bin full.
Top Cross.
Rampe raus.
Vor Conlurk noch
Ist
auf.
Tetris.
Palace und 2 Rampe, glaube ich.
2 Rampe.
Geht.
Noch
Damage.
Death.
Apex.
Sandwich gecrossed.
Apex.
10 Sekunden.
Palace dead.
10 Sekunden, Jungs.
Bank.
Bank einer,
Jetzt
Bombe
Scout-Tag.
low.
Muss
Setz
nicht.
einer P.
Nein!
Nein!
Alter. Schöne Runde.
Oh my goodness. Big Omen Academy win their force buy. Now, if you were paying attention there, well, you don't even really need to be to see what happened there. Big ran away from the A site after that fake util came in first. They fully gambled B. They left prime taps. He delivered the prime taps, 2 quick deagle shots. And then the rest of Big at that point were there in time to close it out. No bomb plant. Nip just buy right back in. Oh.
Young Ninjas, they love an A play, don't they, Hugo?
Yeah.
They're boosting ZTR. CTR up into the window. There are millions of CTRs. Oh, little flash. That's going to get the boys out of ramp and in towards this A site. Molly forces the reposition from Prime Taps, but he's holding on to the edge of the fire. He's keeping it warm, and now getting back under lower. His team are falling in the site, and they know about this double hold. Nick melts under the pressure, and Prime Taps is followed up onto as well.
Oh, they kind of give it all up there, big. Jumping over default, swinging out wide under Balk. There are timers on those positions for sure, but well, they just bring them to a swift end, jumping into ZTR, and now he's got 3 in the round. Rolf gonna get mollied, gotta move, gotta run, and oh, he's gonna burn out so low. Hasn't spread just yet. He should live on 8 health. Glaive knows it. Trying to flash off ZTR and spawn, move in, find this headshot. Even going up on the bench, but well played by Rolf. He's crouched down, he's not offering it up. Glaive is running out of chances. ZTR 4 in the round, and he saves the AWP as well. What a hero play from the in-game leader of Young Ninjas. And that was, you know, after Big win their first round, the buy immediately removed, and back to the drawing board for Big, back to pistols. Got 2 players on 5k, could justify throwing everything in, but it wouldn't surprise me if Big, you know, go for deagles and armor and save for everything.
Yeah, I certainly hope they do, but they're gonna force Hugo. They're gonna try and
risky.
You know, this is high stakes gameplay right now.
If you lose this, you're going down like 5-6-1. You know, you're really gonna get it dealt rough. This is the epitome of a risk-reward play, and Young Ninjas making sure that no mistakes are made. Very slow defaults at the start of all of these rounds for the Ninjas, taking mid slow, waiting for that under player to come out, and it's happening again. 2 guys walking down below, Prime Tap spotting. He's seen something. Now it's the AWP's turn. Oh!
Wah, wah, wah. Apex on the receiving end of a Sapek peak. That's the AWP removed, and Aqua, he's trying to hatch a plan to get it, that nade. Oh, it's blowing it a little closer. It's reachable now. Aqua, he's going to get the AWP and just about gets out of the danger of Nilo. Nick has even pushed ramp, but what he's about to find, he might not like, or he might love it. Let's see. Ooh, dead instead. Sapek with a double opener. The numbers now dwindling. Glaved, good for 1, and Aqua flashed out with that AWP. Prime Taps dead as well. And so Aqua with the AWP all alone in a 1-on-4. Can't stop that bomb plant, can't win the round, and all that's left to do now is save this AWP.
Ninjas know it. They've already sent 2 guys out to hunt. Nilo walked under, and Sapek climbed cat. So both these guys have B trapped. Aqua, if he goes no further, he will be fine, but any more than this in putting his life into the hands of these T's, these Swedes. Flick. Oh, that looked dead on, man. That looked dead on. But instead, just dead, and 4-1. Young Ninjas looking pretty punishing right now. Big. This is the only team in the tournament they have not been able to beat in any of their 2 matches. Young Ninjas don't want to let that happen for a first.
Yeah, Big right now, man. They I don't know. They've had chances here, but this isn't the start you want. And it all comes back to that decision to force in that last round, right? We said it was going to put you on quite the back foot potentially. There is still a chance that the Pistols could do something, and with Aqua opening the round up like that, hell, who's to say where the upper limit lies for Big Omen Academy? Apex is about to... Oh, never mind. Nilo bails out his teammate in Fuzi up in top middle. Fuzi did not know how close he was to going down. Y'all make me laugh as well. I love how the Cringe Lord peak has really caught on for Zapek, and maybe that's not a good thing. Nick with this timing. Oh, that's the bomb. That's the bomb. Nick hits the timing. Steals a kill. Nilo sneaking out through the stair smoke in the meantime. Aqua should have this kill locked in.
Oh.
And so he's going to collect that one. This is getting out of hand for Young Ninjas. There's still bodies in this site. There's still players to find.
North peak.
Aqua dead as well to the AWP, and suddenly it's all on to Nick on this wraparound. The AWP is holding for this exact peak, and yeah, the timing's not ideal, but Rolf is going to collect the frag regardless. Young Ninjas 5-1 up.
Yeah, fair enough to Big. Like, they make that round interesting, you know. Nick drops the bomb. At that point, you have everyone there. Get some guns, but Young Ninjas, man, you can never count them out of a 2vx. These guys are, you know, one thing that we've always credited them in this tournament is they are just so calm. They never seem flustered. They never seem like they don't know what's going on. Able to dig themselves out of the dirtiest of waters. And this round is a great example of that. 5-1 up, here's the full buy. Double AWP for Big. They've got to make this work. With every round they lose at this scoreline, it's going to be 2-for-1s. AWP to start for Fuzi. And out they run. Young Ninjas don't even need to go A. They've weakened the defense. Nick is gone. Lapex and Aqua still left on AWPs, but they're both going to get avoided with this little apps play.
And that's the thing, Young Ninjas now, they throw this round into slow motion. Big Omen Academy are left feeling like an astronaut in the ocean, Hugo. Aqua has helped out by removing one, but now the B play. Young Ninjas have got a very devastating B play in their arsenal as well. They throw the McDonald's smokes in, that cuts off short. They get the window smoke down and cut out market. Glaved and Prime Taps are in the site, and they're offering up a lot more resistance than Young Ninjas were expecting. It's only Fuzi left. His teammates crumble around him. Big, they just rotate so heavily the moment they hear players in the apartments. They've stacked that site to the 9s. And it'll get them onto the 2s.
Yeah. Got to springboard your way there. Maybe steps. Big on the board. Lovely little B hold there out of them. And even though that started 5-on-4, this does feel like a game that will be dominated by AWPs, right? Not just it being Mirage, but having, you know, this very capable double AWP on Big that, you know, well, I say double AWP, it's been really a triple AWP for this team. It's been all over the place. It started with the Lapex, the in-game leader, being that main AWP. Halfway through, you know, a few days into the tournament, we started seeing Lapex AWPing primarily, and, Glaved AWPing primarily over Lapex. Then eventually ended back in Lapex's hands, and Aqua or Glaved has been donning the secondary as a result ever since. Now, just these two. And again, Ninjas just coming in through under, slow and steady, looking to split this A site. Rolf's in Palace, and the bomb's getting picked back up and taken ramp. Could even have a boost in the window. Uh-oh, Molly will make things awkward. Big really have no info right now where this is going. They can see both sides are fairly clear. They've got B apps info, and so the assumption is there. Flash ready for ramp. Here it comes. Oh, it's missed.
Yeah, only one out of that push. They know Lapex is here now as well, and they know that he's likely donning that AWP. Lapex hears the footsteps. Oh, there's one. Now that's drawn his attention in, but he's quick to react to Rolf, making a run into the site. Lapex, the only guy who can do anything about this A side of the map, now has Aqua in position. So suddenly what was once a one-man problem is now a two-man problem. And with this rifle and Glaved holding on to the mid-rotations, you're really restricted for space here if you're Young Ninjas. This has gone dire very, very quickly.
Yeah, this round was just dominated by AWPs, right? We said it was going to happen. There it is. Lapex closes. And yeah, great stalling for Lapex. You know, he may go wide to take out Rolf there, but after he does, he just tucks in and he crouches on default. He doesn't give anything away. Learning from, you know, the previous rounds where he's been, you know, taking a lot of fights from there. Just gives it up. Young Ninjas don't have a nade or a molly to burn him out of position. And the rest of Big surround the bomb site. The second AWP even coming in to help as well. So Aqua started this game very strong. Clearly wanting to get that win versus Nip that he talked about. So let's see if he can keep it up. Right now it's just pistols here for the Young Ninjas, and they are setting a fast B.
Oh yeah, look at these pistols go and watch them burn, I guess. Claved. Burns out Nilo, finishes off Rolf, the remaining pistols. Gonna milk this for everything it's worth. Milking a clock.
Yeah.
Oof, that's
What do you get out of that?
Is
What does it
a
give
lot
you?
like milking a cow. You know, it's
So you
all
get
about
milk?
being... No, you don't get milk. It's all about being gentle and calm. And that's how you get the best return on investment. But in this round, no amount of gentle, no amount of calmness going to stop this beast that is Big Omen Academy.
How many cows have you milked in your time, Harry? And how calmly did you do it?
I've milked one
Yeah.
once.
Yeah. Have you actually? Or are you
I've
saying
milked a
this?
cow once, yeah.
How many others did you clean out there?
From what I remember, I just worked 2 udders the whole time.
Oh, two-handed.
Yeah.
Wow. You're getting right in, Harry. Getting involved.
Of course. If you know, how often do you get to grab an udder, but with both hands? This cow was hung. Is that the?
No, that's not what you need to say.
Oh, hang on a moment. Oh,
Hung out to dry, maybe.
hang on a sec.
It's all
It's
stuck.
still a little bit wet and wild down here in middle. It's the big farm and the milkman's thirsty. Nilo already has 1 on the AWP so far.
Drinking straight from the teat. Prime taps with another. CTR is a dead man jumping. Oh, I lied.
Lol, what do you know?
What do I know? Great
Yeah.
shot.
Wonderful. ZTR. Still a chance in this round.
Yes.
And now he's going to want to milk this timer for everything it's worth. Milking a timer, it's a lot like riding a bike. It's all about being calm. Ooh, and steel in the veins. Ice cold. ZTR 1v1 now from a 1-on-3. An eco round where ZTR has got an empty A bomb site. Aqua all the way over towards B, hiding at Van, is a long way removed from the action right now. ZTR, he's not only got the A site, he's got time to get set up in this 1v1.
Yeah, it's a real long rotate. ZTR goes up into the palace. And Aqua around the world with the pistol. Grabs himself an AK as well. Thank goodness. Got a real gun now. Can try and get this going, but he's got to be very, very quick. And he has no idea where ZTR sits. It's a ramp plant. Smoke on it. ZTR's got to kill him before he starts defusing. But Aqua has a lot of spots to empty out. He's checking everything. Jumps on the bomb. Full defuse. ZTR needs to stop him. Couple of seconds, and there's the headshot. ZTR calculated to a T. Make sure. Waits and waits to see if Aqua's off the bomb. And when he's not, delivers him death. 6-4. And while it's a competitive game, Young Ninjas edging out a lot of these rounds. Aqua's even given the AWP over Lapex, who buys it this round. So that's something. Having a good feeling. Lapex 3 and 6, Aqua 10 and 5. Certainly worth the risk. Especially if he's going to take a position like middle. He runs to connector. The Molotov lands, and so he'll have to smoke it or leave. In fact, he does both. Nilo out under. And there's a player here. He's ready. Uh-oh.
Aqua, you feeling the pressure now? You know, if he wasn't already, he is on the back of losing this this short player and the Palace push. He doesn't really know what's happening in middle. Gets anxious as well about getting split in this A bomb site, so he has to reposition and get set up in CT instead. Now, Glaive has at least got you a lot of info. You know, you at least know this A hit is coming. I guess knowing you're about to receive a beating before receiving a beating is better than just receiving a beating with no warning.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't know which one of them feels nicer, but regardless, you know, this is still a Young Ninjas round. They're still the ones dishing it out.
Yeah, right. That's all that matters. Whether you know or not, whether you like it or don't, it's still coming in 7-4 and more dominance for Rolf. He's having a good game as well. 2 in that round. Now another broke buy for Big. They've made these ecos close, right? They've been pretty good on these rounds, but it's still starting to get out of control. It's starting to steam the way of Young Ninjas. And how much are you really going to be able to buy up on this eco as well? Not going to have full deagles with armor by any means. Full USPs, for the most part at least. So now the Ninjas getting into middle. And finally, they've been very slow on these mid takes, right? Often waiting for a guy to come out under and splitting it together with Util and Connector. But now they know they've not got much in the way. And they just run it. They just storm up towards ladder. ZTR with a lot of space. Glaive gets a dink off in apps, but Nilo wins the fight. And with ZTR up on catwalk, in ladder, ready to go, they can be split at a moment's notice.
And the moment they notice, well, it might be now, Aqua is playing for a knife. Okay. All right, Aqua. Oh, they came up short. It's a cool idea. That's a kill for Apex as well. Fuzi's holding on to apps. There are all 3 for the Big Omen Academy here. And Fuzi is in a little bit of danger. He's going to have to swap onto the Tech 9, and he should have that locked in. Yeah, there we go. Just Apex saving, getting out of there with the AK. If they'd let him, that is, ZTR, he's heard the footsteps, he's calmed. Look, he's showing us as we're specking him. Like, yeah, I know where this dude is. I know where they're heading. But they won't be able to take the M4 away. Apex, or sorry, the AK. Apex will save it. So Big have got another buy, another chance to try and save face, but the grim reality is if they take another L here, this is on its way to being a very dominant first half for Young Ninjas.
Yeah, and you know, both these teams are neck and neck at the same scoring side of the league as well. So as in terms of, you know, fighting for land seeding, eventually, winner of this is going to be coming out on top there. mouz obviously untouchably 11-3 at the top of the board. But these guys not far behind, and only one can be the winner today. Mid controlled now for free. Full smokes in the window and the connector. Info lost for Big. And even apps getting taken by Nilo, who's been winning his fights out on this B site. ZTR coming back through under to group for this B hit. Everyone in apartments other than Sapek. He can cause a lot of problems from this spot. Doesn't know about prime taps below him. If he hung around in ladder, maybe he'll catch him. Oh, the timing there. He just misses it. Now he's going into B. There's a short play around the corner. Sapek doesn't know how close he is to so many gunfights. But as the B pressure comes in, he can activate.
Oh yeah, and his timing is good. Aqua, they have gone past him, and they might fall under the... No.
Just spam the smoke. ZTR doesn't let you do stuff like that, right? He's so aware. He's so ready. Try and hide in the smoke. Ha! No. And also, you know, he smoked the Molotov on Van, so you see that and you wonder where it came from. I've already killed the cat player. There's no one else. And so, big save. But really, running out of rounds now are the Omen Academy. And maybe running out of guns if ZTR has his way.
He knows the impact you would have even removing one of them, but he's not able to do so. So they get out with these rifles at least.
Nice.
So Big are going to fully all in this round. They've got a glass cannon AWP, they've got a FAMAS on Aqua. 3 players basically have all the utility as well. So you don't want Aqua, Prime Taps, or Glaved to die before they throw that, because they represent all the utility you have. Prime Taps has gotten rid of most of his moat right away. Right, throwing it out, lobbing it out over in mid. Glaved is the only potential worry, but he's safe over in window. And so it's all well and good. Already, Young Ninjas are out in this A bomb site. They've just crept. They held control and they've crouched into A. Sapek dies trying to rush down the stairs player. ZTR will respond with one in the meantime. That's out on B. ZTR has got the B bomb site.
Can they get this bomb out? It just got picked up at ramp, but they're going to Tetris. If you could leave at this point, you could maybe win on the other side, but getting pressured. Now it's time to bail. Get out of there. ZTR's calling for support. He has the entirety of mid on lockdown. Bomb leaves, but it's not running a rotate. It's just waiting ramp. Maybe they are hoping to recommit into the A site once Big think they're leaving. The more time that goes by, the more scared Big get of that possibility. But instead, they're just regrouping on ramp.
This is a pretty huge brain call. Like, with ZTR being the guy to get the kill at B, he's even throwing the market window smoke all the way from T-spawn. Right? I love that lineup. So he smoked market window and he got to kill in B. And at this point, Big are going, well, he just smoked the window. He just killed someone here. The bomb's disappeared. It's going to be a B play, of course. That's obvious. But it's not.
Yeah,
they've gone back into A. This is a wonderful bit of misdirection. ZTR has pulled the wool over their eyes in every sense of the word. And now dead on that swing, it's suddenly all on Fuzi to finish what ZTR started.
Yeah, winnable though. Flick out of nowhere. Man, that was onto the next map, but it won't connect. No one hanging around on dust. Should have been here for the earlier matches. 5 rounds for Big. Okay, yeah, Ninjas, they try it. They try and get cheeky, try and get complicated. I mean, they would have had a B plant there, really, if they both left at the end of the day, but they won't know that. Cool smoke for ZTR, cool idea.
Yeah, one of the things that was a bit weird was like they get out onto A and they weren't sold on the idea that like everyone would have rotated, and that delays the plant going down. Then a molly comes in, Safuzi is to run across, and that's the whole reason ZTR gets caught fighting in the first place.
Also, I thought the reason ZTR was fighting was because they wanted to do an open plant, maybe for ramp, maybe for jungle, and so he was covering. Well, they went reverse triple anyway, so I feel like ZTR could have just tucked at that point. It would have still thought he's coming in mid.
So they tried to plant front side of default originally, and then it got mollied. And that just kind of threw everything into disarray. It's a bit weird because it's like you lent into that cool strat so heavily. I feel like if you just believed that they'd fallen for it.
Yeah. Apex has some weird gap in a smoke or something. He's right-clicked some smoke on the corner. Keeps looking into it. 5-on-4, that AWP ladder did open up and Lapex has gone through looking for more, but instead Rolf denies from the top of middle. 4-on-4 now. Recovered well. But where will they go? What will they do with this? Nilo's now jumped up outside the window, ready to climb after the molly. Glaive even leaving his spot, but he reconsiders as the resmoke comes in. Glaive timing, and he's lost it. Nilo's climbed up on in. He's backstabbing Glaive, who's running his rotate. They have no idea. Oh my goodness, this is a round for the Young Ninjas, and Big don't know. Don't want those B players to go too early. You need that flank to come in first with the kills. They're waiting in apps. Now Nilo's saying, wait, I've got a double. There's the first. Where's the second?
Oh, well, Prime Taps is going to trade that out, but this is where the Apps players should have it under
nice
control.
try.
A double out of Prime Taps is all you could have hoped for, but it's not enough to win out that first half of play. 10-5, Young Ninjas, double digits locked in. Big Omen Academy, the challenge is just beginning.
Yeah, they're running out of chances. They're running out of time to do it, though, Harry. This looks like a pretty decisive game right now for the Swedes. Everything you would have wanted out of them. Some glimmers of hope for Big. Some bright stars, but if only they knew there were actually more grains of sand. Stars. That one's not true. Fact check it.
Could we change that? Could us as humans create more sand
We just
than
break
stars?
all the glass, right? We I don't know how they make sand into glass, but whatever we do the opposite. We turn all our
Well,
glass
so you
sand.
superheat sand.
So we freeze our glass so cold it turns into sand.
It turns
and
back.
Then maybe Brian Cox is wrong, and maybe there is more sand than stars.
That would be so convoluted just to prove one guy wrong.
Yeah,
like,
well, that's what you get, Brian.
There are millions of stars. There's more stars than there are grains
Stop trying
of
to
sand.
educate me on the universe.
And
Never asked
you
for
go
it.
out of your way to deep freeze glass into sand. and
Yeah,
back
I don't know what we do about windows. We'll have to figure it out. Maybe we
Well,
replace
it's
them
like
with mirrors or something.
at the I don't know if I'm getting the exact state right, but I think it's like the Nevada test site is one that was in a desert, right? And that
Sounds
would
like
make a lot of
Nevada,
sense because
yeah.
that does sound like Nevada.
Quickly, where are you going with this?
When they put nukes there to set them off to test them, all the desert is like got this crystalline like green glass
interesting.
everywhere from where the sand was like instantly turned into this rare material that's only found there, Hugo.
Well,
how cool is that?
That is really cool. You know what else is cool, Harry? Listening into the Swedes as they embark on this pistol round.
Inget mid.
Ja. Vill du gå upp på Phelps eller?
Ja.
Jag håller toppmid åt dig då eller?
Ja. Jag stoppar ruget.
Ja, vill du double wide UG eller?
Chilla. Jag kommer hålla det. Håll bara. Nummer 2, 300
Jag håller. Ute. Jag släpper upp nu. Nice. En till. En till UG. Hoppa ner tillsammans.
Nej, inte Palace.
Ja, bomb ligger här.
Jag kommer. Jag skjuter lite i smoken.
Båda utan. Default.
Ja.
Default.
Jag står länk, Tista.
Han står kvar.
Ja.
Nu går han mot
Wide
bänk.
up på mig. Ja, han är uppe. Han är där ja. Under trappan.
Sandwich.
Jag med dig.
Nej, inte mer. Chilla.
Jag reloadar. Jag
Jag
reloadar.
har rest upp.
Jag går upp trapp.
Vi tar honom bara.
1, 2, 3.
Backa.
Sandwich.
Nice, bra boys.
Jag var lite rädd att det blir en
Ja, där var jag rädd också.
Well, if you had any hope for Big Omen Academy, it's starting to slither off into the night, isn't it? Into the dark.
Like a snake.
Like a snake.
Like a night
Harry.
snake.
Like a night snake. Actually, yeah, exactly like a night snake. Don't get them confused with the rare day snakes. I don't know where I'm going with this one. You're throwing me out with it. Day snakes. And we're back in, and now with a pistol round under their wing, a 10-5 half, it feels inevitable. They're going to need to pull out those German Deeks, Harry, and show us what they got.
Right, let's try it again. Let's try summoning them. Hugo, say it with me. Say German Deeks on the count of 3.
Yeah, but last time you asked me to do this, and then you blamed me on Twitter for it not working. You're like, yeah, Hugo double jinxed it. It's like you asked me to double jinx it. So how about you do it, Harry, if you're so magic?
German Deeks. I've summoned them, and so it shall be. It's not the start I wanted, but the ending is what defines a story.
How's that going for you, Harry?
It's fine. Aqua, look, my guy. I love your gameplay, and I love your Deeg work, really, more than anything else. So this is about to be the round. This is going to be that moment where we all look back and we say, wow, Young Ninjas taking 12 in round 17? In this neighborhood? Damn. All right.
Yeah, this could be the beginning of the end for Big, right? It would be quite a sad way for this one to end. Quite a whimper to finish off the Academy League. But if anything, more of a statement for the young ninjas who, I can't wait to see this team on LAN, Harry, right? At that point, this is confirmed. At this point, that is confirmed. We're going to have these guys on LAN. We're going to have the young ninjas taking on teams like Big Omen Academy.
Uzi's taking the silencer off.
All right, respect.
That's... Oh, he died immediately.
Oh, dear. Glocks! They're coming in hot.
Oh. But... we get down on our knees, we pray to the Lord of cringe that is Sapek here to try and save the day. And he might have to, because his teammates are all dying.
Everyone's low.
Sapek, they are all low. This could be your moment, my guy. This could be it. This could be Sapek's round, and it's looking like it.
Oh, below you!
No! Nilo! Shot in the back of the head. He never even knew. He dropped onto Aqua. Sapek, this has to be your round. There's no choice in it anymore. And that is how heroes are made, The heroes are chosen in the moment.
Forged
no
in
one,
the fire.
Yeah, forged in the flames of a moment where you have to rise above it all. And Sapek is trying to be that guy.
The quick downgrade. It's the same gun. Has more ammo. Forget the reload. Sapek don't need it. Looking for the 1-on-2. He's going to check Glaive here. It looks like it. Being baited in. And Glaive's gone. Sapek now. 1v1. Looking for the ace. A final shot will do it. 1 health or 1 bullet onto Nick. Sapek spotted and the nade is big. He's going to have to back up.
Oh!
Slam dunk. Ace round. And 13-5. Say goodbye to the eco.
And that is why this guy is our savior. Look at him.
Get down on your knees and say thank you, Cringe Lord. Don't call him that, though. Give him a bit more respect. Sapek, boys. Yeah. No, he has been, him and Nilo,
dude,
two guys I wasn't really too familiar with
100%.
coming into this event. Like, they have been 2 of the standout players of the entire event, for sure.
No, man. And, dude, you and me, we were on the Young Ninjas bandwagon pretty early on.
Yeah.
Like, these guys, in terms of the cooling, like, in terms of the actual gameplay, I think they play the best CS out of any of the teams here.
Yeah. Most solid, for sure.
Even though they might not be top of the board, that privilege goes to mouz NXT. I think when you look at the actual style, the brand, the flair behind this Young Ninjas, it's all there. It's all there.
Evidence is like, okay, yes, sure, mouz have won more games. That's definitely true. mouz have had to work for a lot of their wins. Their wins have gone the distance. We're talking OTs, we're talking, 16-14s. When it comes to stomps, Ninjas have been really good at getting one-sided games off. Hey, right now this looks like one of them, but they've had 16-3, 16-5, 66s. This is 13-5 with a man up in a rifle round. Young Ninjas looking to add another easy game to their cabinet. 4 kills away from what feels like almost a guarantee at this point. That'll be the T's broke against 14. They would love a bomb plant. They have a bit more money to fall back on other than the AWPer. Where are they going though? Up Cat, grouped in middle. No control other than these 4 men meandering about. Gonna boost the AWP up for a B pick. But no one giving away anything on this B site. Bench player should see this. Just about misses. I think he spotted it. He called it to the Apps man who's taking down Aqua. The wallbang will connect through the bench, but now they're doubling back into A.
Yeah, still too strong here though for the Young Ninjas. Oh, now down to 1. ZTR brushed aside. Fuzi with the AWP set up in CT, misses his first shot. Lapex gonna miss as well. Both the AWPs can't find anything. Oh no.
No silencer.
No silencer,
No
Sapek.
respect.
Look at this.
He's an animal. Low HP on Prime Taps here. Glaive in the jungle's got to do it all. Prime Taps is in the open. He's dead immediately. Glaive now 1v3, dinked immediately, and now he's in hot water. They're already defusing, blind, and he hits the shot. They even got off the bomb. Rolf had no faith in Fuzi hitting that one. I can barely blame him with a beautiful flashbang. Still the kill comes in, and enough time for the defuse, sharing the kits. There you go, mate. 14-5. The bomb plant means Big can buy at least, but man, these buys have gone nowhere.
Yeah, it's all in. It's all on the line. Big Omen Academy, they need an unreal comeback here. Young Ninjas picking up so much steam, flawless on this CT side. They're even taking silencers off the A1S, mate. That's how you can tell where their minds are at. In this round, ZTR fighting in middle is traded after the first. Lapex the man to get it, but Sapek again was hoping to be a nuisance. This time only one to the good. Mid-control taken, the bomb still back in T-spawn. Prime taps, oh yeah, that's a very wide angle. And Fuzi, with how he's feeling right now, he's just one step ahead. Lapex going through, and Fuzi has his back covered by Nilo for Aqua. A 1v3 where the bomb is in T-spawn. The odds are against you. He's good for the first. But even as he's getting these kills, he's got to go around the world and back again to go and get that bomb if he ever wants a chance of winning this clutch.
Even scared to run a top mid, that's when you know the fear is here. They could be anywhere, deep in B and T spawn. No one on the bomb though. Aqua's about to realize that, and he's got to pick a 50-50 bomb site right now. They're both split up. You're going to be given the one-on-ones unless, you know, Ninjas decide to play it together in a retake. Wouldn't be surprised to just see them take an immediate fight here the second they get a chance. 30 seconds. Nilo back in spawn. Aqua running amok. Nilo, he's committed. This is a great position as well. Aqua's about to run in, knife out, and he's dead. 15-5. The beginning of the end. You talk about the Ninjas and their stomps. Well, here is another one right in front of you. Nothing big can do or say about it. They're still going to qualify. Don't worry, big fans. They're still going to LAN. But if this is what Ninjas are doing to them right now, online, in the final game of this section of the Academy League, then boy, Big are going to have to do their homework, scrub up good, and prepare for that LAN play.
Yeah, this is looking like a statement piece for Young Ninjas. Let's hop into the team speak as they look to 16-5 Big Omen Academy.
Jag är beredd.
Förläng TV. Jag lägger här.
Ingen ute mitt.
Akta kant!
En upplägg!
Många fan upp ett trapp. Bra jävla mitthåll. TV boys. Erik.
Jag är bakom.
Oh my god.
Jag håller sett mig.
Fokus. Vi vinner denna.
Jag vill hålla sätta. Håll sätta bara.
Det här luktar sig för mig alltså.
Nej, Erik har play. Ni får göra något alltså.
Ja, lägg typ ut en smoke eller någonting. Flasha och så.
Flasha CT. Jag har en till. Vänta. Jag lägger en till.
Det är inget.
En är slow.
Jag går CV.
En sandwich och en slow. Save.
En är kort.
Okej.
Synd.
Erik såg inte mitt. De var två minuter.
Vad försöker de upp Konne?
Well, sometimes you get ahead of yourself.
No, and you know, here's the other thing that's great about the Young Ninjas. They're a very, very funny group of guys, right? Like they all seem to get on. They were all just having a bit of a laugh there to begin that round. You know, at 15-5, it was bound to happen eventually,
Probably
right?
weren't ready for the
Let's
pace.
not forget, it was Young Ninjas who lost that 5v1 to Void trying to knife the guy.
Yeah.
So this is a team that aren't afraid to have fun, and then they'll screw their serious heads back on if ever, you know, they don't get the results they want.
At 15-5, 15-6, I don't think you're worried about this potential comeback. And if you are, head's probably not in the right place. Ninjas are ready to close, and they might be able to do it now on the eco. Scout and CZ in sync openers. Sapek climbing under, gets caught. Another entry comes into this B bomb site. They're going to commit. Everyone is here for Big Omen Academy, looking to trade their way to a round. The Molly pushes back the Scout, but here we go. We can play retake here. No kit is the big thing holding these CTs back, but they'll try it anyway. Look at the health.
Look at, yeah, mate, the HPs are scary. Nilo in with one, and this guy's still sat on 100. Big Omen Academy. This is meant to be a free round. This was meant to have been given over. Young Ninjas, though, they leave it all on prime taps. 1v2, and he's swiped aside. The force spy, after giving a round away, comes in for Young Ninjas, and it's a statement win over Big Omen Academy. They were all having a great time there. And man, who can blame them? What a way to secure a victory in the final match of the WePlay Academy League.